All right. Now that we are all ready to get started with the coding, I guess it's time we look at all the tools that we are going to use to create our, bank precompile smart contract or smart contract that uses the bank precompile. So the thing is, if you have tried Solidity before or if you have researched a bit about Solidity, I'm pretty sure you might have come across these terms like Remix and Hardhat. Now, Remix is what you call a browser based Solidity IDE, meaning it's sort of like your VS Code and stuff, but it works entirely on your browser and it helps you write Solidity smart contracts, right? Like you don't have to install anything, you don't have to do any kind of setup. Just go to Google and just type in a Remix IDE, and it will take you to the sleek editor, right? You can quickly get started with writing your Solidity smart contracts. Like it's super easy, and it's the best way to get started with Solidity, especially for somebody who is new. And like it comes with a lot of uh, tools, like easy to use tools where you can compile, where you can deploy and test your code. So yeah, I mean, really great tool. But like now when you go to something like Hardhat, now this is a bit more advanced stuff. Like this is a complete Ethereum development environment, and what it does is it's way more powerful in a sense that it actually lets you run local blockchains, write automated tests, write scripts for deploying contracts and stuff. Like the whole idea is it helps you manage a Solidity project in your system, right? And you can manage that project in a very professional manner. Like it has all that folder structure and everything handled. So it's a really powerful framework for writing, testing and deploying your contracts. And it's pretty much like it's very widely used in the Ethereum ecosystem. So if you are familiar with any of these, good for you. Like all, like whatever we are going to build, it will sound super simple for you guys. Now the thing is, there is yet another framework. I think we'll be using that in our current tutorial, and that is called Foundry. Now the thing about Foundry is that Foundry is basically built for speed. I mean, like if you really want to test out things faster, and if you want a much more lighter framework and something that has like that is quite easy to handle, like let's say like you just all you have to do is type in a couple of terminal commands, you use Foundry, right? So Foundry is actually written using Rust, but all the scripting and everything is done using Solidity itself. So if you are new to Solidity and stuff, I think Foundry would be the next best framework to pick up, because everything is still in Solidity. You don't have to do you don't have to learn any other language. Like you can start with Foundry because you already know Solidity. So we'll be using Foundry for this. And like I said, Foundry is basically designed for speed and efficiency, right? It helps you compile, test, deploy contracts, everything with super fast scripts and commands and everything. And it also comes with a lot of really really cool tools, which we'll see. So it's pretty easy to install Foundry. Like all you have to do is you have the commands right here. You just have to open up a terminal. Oh, wait, just clear this. You just have to open up a terminal, copy this, paste it. I mean, I've already installed Foundry, so it's yeah. uh, and then you have to give the Foundry up command. So yeah, the Foundry app basically helps you install all the tools that I talked about, right? So like at this point, I think it's worth mentioning all the tools that Foundry installs. Like the first one is Forge, which is basically your main workhorse. Like it helps you compile contracts, create projects, run tests and everything. Then there is Anvil, which basically helps you spin up a local Ethereum compatible blockchain so you can test your contract safely and quickly. And finally, we have something called Cast. Now this one lets you interact with contracts and nodes directly from your terminal, whether it's sending transactions, calling functions or querying data. Cast, you can use Cast commands to actually interact with the chain. So together these tools make working with Solidity much more faster, simpler and way more fun. So once you have installed all this, to check if Foundry is properly set up in your system, all you have to do is just type in the command forge version. And if you get the proper version, that means Foundry is good to go.